Does he know? Do you know? What do you know? Yeah, what do you actually know?
Come in. I'll be right back.
I hope you know a couple of things. Be weird if you didn't know things. If you didn't know anything, that'd be weird. Because all I know is I know nothing. But do you want to know what love is? From time to time? Oh, oh. For right now, until I can get better stamina going, I think well, it'd be a smart idea for me to carry spice and towels in. No, little German boy, don't do it.
Hey, what's up? We're back at it again. Back at it again with about the worst thing in the world. I hope I survived this one. Got that, sweet bumps?
You know, I could see how much more headset energy I have because this thing doesn't want to charge anymore. But let me see. You think that's enough demon souls for a
Damn.
good bit?
Anyway. I said I'd read this, and so now I gotta read it. Chapter 7 starts. Garfield was in the captain's crew, or the captain's cabin, blowing off his steam with his ladies. Jack was sitting on one side, and Miranda was on the right. Garfield had his many manly arms around both of them for intimate affections. Miranda was nibbling Garfield's ear with love and adoration. Jack was wearing sexy underwear, and Miranda was wearing nothing. Garfield, your ear has this lovely taste like roses and rain in spring weather, said Miranda with love. Yeah, my ear tastes almost as good as the lasagna. Keep nibbling, cat pussy, said Garfield with rearing sexuality. While Garfield was enjoying his ear being nibbled, Tally walked up dressed in a skippy French maid outfit at Garfield's requesting. I dressed like you ordered, Garfield. Do you love me, Garfield? I am loved, asked Tally with affection. Almost first, you must dance for me in a sexy way, Garfield said as he turned on sexy music for Tally to dance to. Tally began doing a sexy dance with lots of flips and slips and somersaults. The dance ended with Tally pointing at Garfield with seduction. I am your woman forever, Garfield, said Tally in singing voice. Garfield nodded in approval and made sexy motion for Tally to join him and the other ladies. However, Garfield's love fest was interrupted by EDI importance. Garfield, the elusive man has a new recruit for you. Is Kazumi the master thief? I don't like thieves. I am a hero. It is okay. She is a good thief, like Robin Hood. She can help steal money from the collectors. Very well. Where will I find a womanly thief? She is in the Citadel, waiting for meetings. I will go to the bridge with orders. Over and out, ordered Garfield with authority. Sorry, ladies, I must get back to work, Garfield said to the women. No, Garfield, you promised to love me. It's okay, hot cookies. I will be back sooner than a wink. In the meantime, practice your lovings with Miranda and Jack, reassured Garfield. Garfield then walked out to the bridge. Garrus saw him and looked on with longing
I'm
comparison.
about to blow.
When Garfield entered, he told Joker orders. Joker, get to the Citadel for important business, ordered Garfield with imposing authority. I forgot what voice I gave to Joker. Garfield, you may be the king on the battlefield and in the bedroom, but I bet you could not pilot this ship, challenged Joker with foolishness. Step aside and I will show you how it's done, said Garfield. As he pushed Joker out of the way and took the steering wheel. Garfield then switched off Joker's girly music, which was the Spice Girls, and put on rock and heavy metal he puts on whenever he goes on a cruise. This is how men drive, said Garfield. As he put on the acceleration at turbo, roaring across the solar system like a knife through butter. Garfield, you be careful, you will hit a planet, cried Joker in panic. Shut up and learn how to be a man, said Garfield as he went even faster. Garfield was about to crash into a planet, but then he glared at it and moved away. After noticing how much of a top-notch ace pilot Garfield arrived at the Citadel for the fourth time, Joker would have, and of 1/4 the time Joker would have. Garfield, you are truly an amazing man and a better pilot. I can teach you some moves sometime if you're ready to wear pants, said Garfield as he slapped Joker's back. After joking with Joker, Garfield descended into the Citadel for meetings. Over here, Garfield, it is Kazumi, over for a secret meeting, said one of the advertisements with the giant face. I hate commercials, said Garfield as he punched the advertisement, smashing it through. Garfield, you smashed my commercial. Yeah, I have no time for techno-nonsense. We must stop collectors, said Garfield with leadership. Indeed, but you must do me a favor. Sure thing, said Garfield as he grabbed Casumi's breast with his hands. No, not that, said Casumi blushing. Well, what is it then? I need to get back a stolen chip from Donovan Hawk. He killed my partner Keiji to get the secret chip, and now I must get it back, said Kazumi with anxiety. Fine, I'll get this chip and crack open Hawk's head in the museum vase. If you need another favor, let me know, said Garfield with a clever chuckle. Oh, this is giving me AIDS. He's on planet Beckenstein. Let us go, said Kazumi with a hurry. Garfield and Kazumi then boarded the Normandy, headed for the Birkenstein with a swift galactic speed. On the way, Kazumi briefed Garfield on the mission. Hawk is having a party, and you will sneak in as a party guest. You will go on a secret alias, said Kazumi with quick words. Alias? I do not need secrets. I'm a man of action. I'm fucking hungry. I'm about to starve.
It's his excuse. He's running away. He's afraid of the Garfield. He's afraid that Stegoros would get many loving from Garfield. As he stared into eye. You look like many lasagna I have laid eye on many day. As I fly Normandy over star.
Mm-hmm.
Let me put on your stream and mute it.
Wow. Fake fan.
No, I'm not a fan. I'm an investor, obviously.
Please, you must. It is of importance, Cast me with a crying voice. Fine. You women must always get your ways and give me a headache, said Garfield with exasperation. Very good. Your alias will be John Lasagnaman, and you will do the mercenary role tycoon from the Terminus systems, briefed Cosme with knowledge. I can do this. When we are inside, we must look for the vault where Donovan Hawk keeps the art and computer chips, said Cosme. Rye bread.
Yeah, you're finding every excuse to not continue reading this. You're like, rye bread. I love rye bread. Look at this rye bread.
Well, you can't make a guy read on an empty stomach, can you?
You're right.
It wouldn't fit the Garfield theme.
Force feed you 10 lasagnas.
No, I like lasagna, but not that much.
Lasagnas in 10-pound casserole tray.
Yeah.
Looks at Din. My eyes are shining with you as I show you love of many universes.
My God, it's so beautiful. Why is everyone separated out into their own little chats at the moment?
Because I'm reading Garfield Effect.
And
Oh.
voice chat two's got their crew.
They get their crew.
Vice is doing something spicy.
When isn't he? Alright, I'll leave you guys to do the reading then.
No, you don't gotta leave.
In reality, you could stay here and listen to the suffering that he's having.
Oh,
I mean,
no.
it's middle of the day and I don't want to get that hard right now, so...
Oh, you'll be flaccid.
I hope.
It's great, yeah. I'll just chat in here. I'm just gonna load up Fallout London.
Oh yeah, that just came out!
Isn't it like a buggy
Yeah.
mess?
Okay, so I've got it working, so you need to install, like, Buffout 4 and a couple of mods like that, but I found a guide which made it really simple, so it's working perfectly fine for me now.
I gotta mess with that at some point, because I do have Fallout 4 actually on my computer.
What I'd actually recommend, because I'm assuming you've got it on Steam.
Yes, I've got it through Steam.
Yeah, so if you buy it through GOG, they've currently got a big discount on it at the moment. It's already got it downgraded, because you need to have it set to the previous version. So the GOG version is already, like, set up to work with Fallout London.
Okay.
So that's what I've done. I'm using the GOG version to play Fallout London, and my Steam version is just for regular modding.
I don't play Fallout 4 except on my PlayStation sometimes, so...
Do you want me? I can send you the video I used to get it working, if you want.
Yeah, you can DM it to me.
Yeah, sure.
Yeah, we're just giving him time to eat, I guess, because he hasn't eaten anything. And I'll remember this. Now, this is essentially... Have you ever heard of Garfield Effect?
It was mentioned previously. I don't actually know about it.
It is a work of art. That's the best way I can put it.
Art might be a bit of a loose term for it, but okay.
Look, it's beautiful. It's as beautiful as the map of an accurate HRE. I've been waiting for... How's my package doing? I do know that I have an increased credit limit, and it's insane.
A whole $20 extra.
I know, actually, I went from 200 to 1800.
Man, I don't have a credit card. I just own a house.
Yeah, I'm looking at building a credit for a house, so I can get a house loan going.
That's my next big goal as well.
Build your house?
Read out what you need to, Gooseman.
Cosme and Garfield landed on the beck and steam with Hawks, where they were getting ready to enter the party. Hawk was at the entrance greeting guests. Hello, Mr. Johann. I'm sorry you cannot enter with the woman, said Hawk to Garfield. Garfield looked at Cosme and she nodded in agreement. It is okay, I'll find more women inside, said Garfield with sassy wit. Garfield then walked in. Oh, Garfield then walked in inside and began chatting with the party guests. Mr. Lasagnaman, come here and talk with us, said Hawk in admiration. Garfield walked over to Hawk with calm speed and sipped his glass. Mr. Lasagnaman, you are a mercenary oil tycoon. What do you think of the oil spill near Jupiter? Said Hawk with curiosity. I think oil spills are wrong. They hurt all the dolphins and birds. If I was there, I would crush them with iron knuckles, said Garfield with his fist clenched in fiery justice. Everyone stood up and clapped for Garfield's speech. Excellent, Mr. Lasagnaman. You are a true man, said Hawk with respect. Garfield then began looking around, searching for the vault. Where is the vault? It's over there, pointed the guest. Thank you, said Garfield with gratitude as he walked towards the vault. The vault was very heavily guarded with lasers and beams. Garfield, this will take some time to break through, but I can do it. I need to find passwords and key codes to hack through the barriers, said Cosme, appearing behind him. No, I do this my way, said Garfield with phrase. He punched through the vault, and the mighty fist breaking it like paper. Garfield, your fists are very force of nature. No, forces of nature show mercy. When inside the vault, Garfield and Cosme saw many statues. Garfield went over to one statue of a naked man. What is this naked man doing here? Said Garfield, looking at the statue. That is Michelangelo's David. It is art, said Cosme. He should have done statues of naked women too, said Garfield with a nodding head. Look, there are the computer chips, said Cosme, saying the computer chip. Ha ha ha! Garfield and Cosme, I knew it was you. Hawk, said Cosme with worry. I have set a trap for you. Now my minions will take you like little rocks and be dead in the river, said Hawk with villainy. Send the clowns in and get the parties started, roared Garfield. Let me clean my glasses real quick. Many security guards came in and began to approach Garfield and Cosme with guns pointing, but Garfield calmly strolled forward without a care in the world. Hey now, guards, do not shoot. I do not fight. I am pacifist. See, here are my olive branches, said Garfield as he pulled out 2 Desert Eagles and began firing at the guards. He hit the guards with eagle accuracy, hitting them in the heads and hearts. My head! Cried many guards as Garfield blew them away with lead. All that was left was the security chief, who was a girl. You would not shoot ladies, would you, Garfield? No, Garfield said slyly as he shot her head off twice. Garfield, you may be able to escape through stealth. Stealth is for handicapped children, said Garfield as he charged into combat, shooting at more guards with his bullseye marks, after plowing through the enemy guards like a hungry shark through water. Garfield and Cosme finally reached the outside, where Donovan Hawk was waiting in a helicopter. Garfield, you are toast in the morning. I have missiles locked on. Prepare for explosions, taunted Donovan Hawk with wickedness. Donovan Hawk's taunting enraged Garfield with anger. Garfield burned with passion, raging inferno, as he stared down Hawk. Garfield then leaps in the air and onto Hawk's helicopter like Frog. He tore open the top of the can of lasagna and grabbed Hawk by the throat. Garfield, what are you doing? Spare me, please, begged Donovan Hawk, crying with tears. I want to see a pig fly, so fly, Mr. Pig, said Garfield as he wittingly threw Hawk out of the helicopter. Garfield then returned to Cosme, who was spell-woven by Garfield's charm and fighting abilities. Garfield, you're a warrior like no other. Yes, let us return to Normandy. Our work here is done, said Garfield with calm humbleness. Back in Normandy, Garfield was relaxing in the captain's quarters, checking on PC for emails. One of the emails was sent by Tally that was titled, "A Special Treat for You." Garfield opened it, and lots of naughty pictures of Tally took of herself for Garfield's pleasure. I'll save these to my floppy disk, said Garfield with an eager smile. As Garfield was saving naughty pictures, he heard somebody enter his room. Hello, Garfield. I want to thank you for your help, said Casimir with gratitude. It is no problem putting lips, said Garfield with flirtation. You are a man like no other. You are 100 times more man than Keiji was. At first I was sad, but now I'm glad he's dead so I can be with you, said Casimir with love-dove eyes. Missions on the battlefield are important, but missions in the bedroom are even more important, said Garfield quietly as he gazed at Casimir with sexy cat eyes. I want to show you a super fun time. Oh yeah, I need a checkup. Come here. Hey, I want a party too. You promised, Garfield, said another voice. It was Tally. She walked into the room dressed up like a sexy Egyptian. Okay, you can join us, Tally. It'll be career day in the bedroom, said Garfield as he took both Casimir and Tally in his arms. The three of them kissed each other deeply, making sweet lovings for many hours until dawn broke.
Oh, genuine question: was it intentional or not that your voice for Garfield sounds like the number 16 Burger King foot lettuce?
It just happens. Sometimes this is just the best voice I can do.
It fits, but it's just like I could not stop thinking about that whenever you fucking said it.
Well, because Garfield is now a cat man and not just a cat, you can't just do full Bill Murray. You have to give him a little bit more action. So you gotta give him a more drawn out, listen here, sweet bumps. Because apparently he's sexed up or whatever.
It's gonna be so funny when you play the Mass Effect games now.
I don't think I could.
No, you have to.
You gonna buy them? Reed says, bitch, I might. I'm gonna fucking die.
You're gonna have to rate yourself for the voices that you gave the characters.
I'm not. 10 out of 10 on every single one.
Making Garrus sound like Futurama Nixon for some reason.
Is it not in character or whatever?
Anybody who's played it don't answer.
I don't fucking know, man. Garfield was boxing Garrus in the gym for exercise. Garrus did a 1-2 hit combo, but Garfield took it like a man with a laugh and spirit. Oh, hold on. Oh, you hit harder and I'll be knocked out with boredom. Tiny Garfield with humor. I'd like to see challenged Garrus with energy. Okay, said Garfield as he punched Garrus, making his head spring up like sending him flying hundreds of feet away. Garfield, champion boxer! You must win from every ox! Complimented Garrus on Garfield punching. I won championship trophy back in the days. Here is especially for you. Oh, hold on. You can't have more than 2 characters. That breaks the rules, man. Here is a specially prepared lasagna with spicy sauce, said Samara, walking with a plate of lasagna. Thanks, Toots. It is spicy. I like your bod. Complimented Garfield as he let Miranda massage his muscular back as Garfield relaxed. A hologram came to him for visiting. Garfield, this is Elusive Man, said the hologram. Garfield glanced at the Elusive Man with casualness and lit a cigarette. What is it, Elusive Man? I am being busy, said Garfield with a chilled relaxation as he opened up his naked magazine for reading pleasure. They haven't done anything with the fucking collectors. Garfield, I am sorry to be bothering you, but here is an important mission. You must go to Horizon Colony. Collectors are attacking, and you must destroy them with Garfield might. Now we have collectors, alright, said Elusive Man with urgent request. Very well. No one attacks bases when I am on duty. Set course for Horizon, said Garfield with protection. Garfield, no more of your loose cannon. Shoot first, ask question later methods. You are loose cannon. warned elusive man with concern. I do this my way and my way. Get off my back, old man. You're soft like sponge, said Garfield Cowboy Cop. Normandy zoomed through space, like a wild chariot on a frozen wasteland, or a frozen field of flame. When arriving at the horizon, Normandy halted with a screech. Garfield then descended with Team Horizon for investigation. Where are the people? There is nothing but abandonment, said Miranda with wondering. The distance was moving. It was collectors coming for ambush and attack with raring assault. Come, you collectors, scum! It is dinner time. First, lead salad, Garfield said, putting his Desert Eagles and firing at the collectors and twirling around like a manly ballerina. Ho ho ho! Garfield, we outnumber! Prepare for alien dissected! Said the collectors as they fired upon Garfield with alien lasers. Garfield turned to the aliens and scoffed with a manly scoff. He then took out 2 grenades for exploding. Here, catch you insects! Said Garfield as he tossed the grenades like an Olympic thrower. The Garfields exploded on the collectors, making them into pieces and goo. Do not be falling apart on me, said Garfield with clever wit. Garfield and team continued to search Horizon for humans and clues about collectors. While searching, Garfield came upon the wondrous sight. It was a female collector. She was a large bosom, breast, and curvy figure. She was wearing a sexy dress with high heels and luxurious long hair like silkworms. Hello there, Garfield. I was looking forward to meeting you. You're even manlier than I imagined, said the female collector. Hello, foxy mama, said Garfield with his lips licking like a cat on the prowl. Why do you not come and sit with me? Said the female collector with seduction. You must tell me information about collectors, said Garfield with interrogation. First, you must give me what I want, and what I want is you. I feel like Garfield's going to be collected here. Said the female collector rubbing Garfield's chest. I will give you more than your full and then some. Garfield and the female collector embraced firmly. The female collector collected the Garfield down and wrapped her hips around him, riding him like a bull in a china shop. Garfield thrusted into... That's not how you use that analogy. Garfield thrusted into her with great force, giving her rocking pleasure she never felt. Ah! 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 Moaned the female collector as her pleasure glands filled to the maximum. The female collector and Garfield sat side by side, enjoying the moment and smoking cigarettes. Now you must tell me about the collectors, demanded Garfield with sternness. Very well, this female collector as she lounged. The collectors were once Protheans, and now they work for Reapers, said the female collector with knowing. Of course, said Garfield, the light bulb Eureka moment. Collectors will collect humanity for Reaper's evil plans, said the female collector. Not on my watch, said Garfield as he pulled out the Desert Eagle and shot the female collector. Come, we must search more, said So I want to imagine they're just watching them. Miranda's just like, God, I wish that was me. As Garfield and crew searched, he saw something approach them. It was a collector hologram. I am the Harbinger, you will surrender, Garfield, said hologram. Why you not come out and fight me like a man? Challenged Garfield with clenched fist. In due times, Garfield, in due times. Now, you will pay my piper with your refusals. So the Harbingers, he summoned a flying collector beetle to fight Garfield. Garfield's squad fired on the beetle, but it was too strong. Its armor is too thick, Garfield. What will we do? Cried out Tally. Take this, Tally, said Garfield, handing her a giant rocket launcher. What? This will not work, said Tally in confusion. Silence, woman, said Garfield as he climbed the rocket launcher. Fire! Roared Garfield. Yes, Garfield, said Tally as she pushed the trigger, launching Garfield into the beetle. Garfield ran through it and caused big explosions and raining beetle goo. Garfield descended from the ground, landed in the celebrations. You did it, Garfield! Hooray for Garfield! Everyone said together. It was nothing, I was just using my head, said Garfield with a funny joke. Said everyone laughing at Garfield's joke. Enough frolic. We must return to Normandy to examine evidence, said Garfield with orders. Garfield and crew returned to the Normandy, where they rested for the difficult combat. Oh, fuck! Garfield returned to the captain's cabin to enjoy a refreshing lasagna martini. While relaxing, Garfield heard someone enter. "Who enters my bachelor pad?" demanded Garfield's stern voice. "It is me," responded the voice. It was the female collector. "How is this be?" "How is this be?" said Garfield in shock. "I followed you here, Garfield. I cannot get enough of your sweet loving. I need more. I will destroy this ship and ruin your missions unless you give me constant, never-ending lovings," demanded the female collector with sultry, seductive, sexy audacity. "Very well, I have no choice. Come here, and I will give you all the lovings you can want," said Garfield with seductive finger-wagging. The female collector jumped on Garfield and squeezed him with might of meteor shower, determined to get lovings possible. Garfield in turn thrust with the force of a cosmic hurricane. Garfield turned over his love-making to maximum and surged his pleasure staff through her thighs like a lightning rod. The female collector experienced pleasure unknown to her. Too much to handle, and her fragile self and her head exploded from massive love-makings. "Don't get big head," said Garfield with smooth style as he casually strutted out, sipping his lasagna martini. Hey Reed, what the fuck?
I don't understand what is happening.
Isn't it obvious?
I'm an innocent bystander in this.
Garfield had sex with Collectible until her head exploded.
Yeah, I got that, but why is their head exploding?
Because he did a very good job. He sent his big old lightning rod through her thighs like with the force of a space hurricane or whatever.
He did a very good job.
Somebody had a very big morning.
It's art.
No, this is the opposite of art.
This is a fucking disaster.
It's like watching two trains ramming into each other. Like,
And then reverse, and then ram into each other again, and then do it again and again and again.
But you can't look away when you're seeing this.
Dog, it's two trains just having sex.
This is depressing.
I read 6 chapters of this before you were paying attention, Trovone.
I wasn't even here when we read the others.
Yeah, imagine how I feel having gone through that.
I'm sorry.
With nothing but Sierra to keep me company. Without him, I would have killed someone.
I would have too.
He probably would have personally came over and tried killing me.
I know where you live, Reed.
As do I know. I know where I live.
You're not special. Somebody tries to dox you and you're just like, yeah, I know where I live too. You're not special.
Come at me, bro.
Damn it, man.
You weren't even listening to the last one until like a day after.
Listen.
I'm happy I've only just joined in.
Yeah, I
The
mean,
thing is, Dins, you know Mass Effect, right?
I am aware of the massive erect, yes.
summon the
So
Brazilian here. Reed, grab him.
I can't shove Katos as doing stuff with the other ones. I could grab Rock, though.
Damn, bro.
Steel
Nice
rock. Grab another British person for the pile.
We need another British person here.
More must suffer.
He might not even be.
Why?
I don't know.
Millions must suffer.
Aliens must suffer. Oh no, he's right now reading a fic that Lanny would like. Apparently, I don't know. Maybe he wouldn't since it's straight. Oh no, you ready for another chapter?
No. Do I have a choice?
No.
Yeah, I didn't fucking think so. It was Thursday in the Normandy, and everyone was stressed and worried because of combat. Garfield was in his room with the ladies trying to lighten spirits. Come on, ladies, let us have some kinky times. I'm not in the mood, Garfield. I'm so worried about fighting collectors, said Miranda with refusal. I am so stressed out I can think so longer, said Tally with her head crying. This is nonsense. You women cannot take stress. Look at me. I'm strong. I do not let weak collectors bother me, said Garfield, pounding his chest. Garfield chastisement made the women cry like babies in shower. Said all the ladies with crying eyes. Fine, you ladies win. What we need is a vacation to liven up the stress. Let's go to the beach, declared Garfield with excitement. Beach party! Everyone yelled out in joy. I'm eating shredded cheese like a fucking animal. Finally, shredded cheese. Joker, head to the beach planet right now for fun in the sun, ordered Garfield with vacation. With Garfield orders, the Normandy zoomed through space for vacation like seagulls flying for winter. When the Normandy arrived on Beach Planet, Garfield and crew got out for the summer fun. Miranda and Tally were playing Jack and Samara in a game of beach volleyball, while in skimpy bikinis. Garfield was at the bar drinking, shooting breezes with bartender Ted. This is beach bum life, said Garfield with relaxation as he sipped his pina colada and listened to the Beach Boys music on the stereo. Garfield, please put on suntan lotion all over my body so I do not get sunburn. I'll be right there, Sweet Stacks, responded Garfield with love-making ideas. Garfield rubbed Cosme all over with suntan lotion, stroking her firm body with his manly hands. Garfield took extra care about her special areas so they do not get sunburnt. Thank you, Garfield. Your strong hands take me to space beaches unknown.
We drove him off.
What was that?
Rock's gun. He couldn't stand it.
Coward. As Garfield returned to her bar for the relaxation, he saw the sexy female Hanar approach him with a sexy walk. Hello, Garfield. I have a sexy massage you just gave. I saw the sexy massage you just gave. I am Hannah the Hanar, and I want to know you better, said Hanar with introduction. Let me get you a drink, and then I'll show you all you want to learn, said Garfield with flirtation. Elsewhere on the island, Garrus and Jacob were walking along the beach. They were wearing floral patterned shirts and shorts for beach comfort. Garrus was also wearing a straw hat. Said Garrus, pointing at the mysterious object in the stand. Garrus and Jacob went closely for personal inspection. It looks like a tiki idol! We should keep it as a souvenir, said Jacob with excitement. With the new souvenir, Garrus and Jacob walked back to the beach to watch the girls play volleyball. Talia was jumping up to hit the ball with her hands when something slipped off, twisting her ankle and making her bathing suit fall off. What happened? Cried out Garrus with worry. I fell on bad luck. Only bad luck could cause this fall, cried Talia with sadness. This is my kind of bad luck, said Jacob, looking at naked Tally. Oh, you boys, cried Tally with embarrassment. Oh, said Garrus, high-fiving Jacob. Let me see that tiki idol, demanded Samara, taking the tiki idol. This tiki idol is cursed, said Samara with superstition. Do not be a crazy woman, said Garrus with mockery. That tiki idol will give us all bad luck, said Samara with warning. I do not believe that. I am keeping it. It is mine, said Samara with warning. Meanwhile, elsewhere on the island, Dr. Morden Solus was preparing for a surf with surfer Chad with Normandy at stake. Okay, Frogman. If I win, the Normandy is mine, and you will be declared. If you win, you'll be declared the new king of the beach, said Chad with a challenging voice. Okay, Frogman. If I win, the Normandy is. I'm retarded. You are on. I will show you what scientists and surfers can be surfers too. Roared Dr. Morden Solus with determination. Dr. Morden Solus and Chad went into the water with surfboards. The crowd watched, and the first surf off was close, but Dr. Morden Solus gained speed and began taking the win. The crowd began chanting, Dr. Morton Solus, Dr. Morton Solus, for support, as well as until Garrus and Jacob showed up for watching. Suddenly, Dr. Morton Solus' surfboard became a rocket and he fell into the water, causing Chad to take the win. Haha, losers! The Normandy is mine! How could I lose? That's not possible, said Dr. Morton Solus with disbelief. Could it be the cursed Tiki idol? Yes, it is that cursed Tiki idol. I felt a mysterious force make me tip, said Dr. Morton Solus with rage. Garfield is still at the bar chatting with the sexy Hanar little woman when he saw the arguing. Excuse me, my swimming sweetheart. I have business, said Garfield, excusing himself. Be back soon, buttercups, said Hanar with adoration. And alliteration, apparently, goddamn. Garfield strutted over like an ambassador, ready to solve a dispute with an iron fist. What is the squabbles? Demanded Garfield's leadership. Normandy is mine, because it was lost in surf off. Hand it over. I lost because of the cursed Tiki idol. It is not fair, said Dr. Morton Solus with protest. Enough of this. This idol must be returned to for the native culture, said Garfield with respect. We will go into the jungle and return to the idol to the natives, said Jacob and Garrus together in unison. Yes, and I will rematch Chad for Normandy. No curse can touch my surf skills, said Garfield with athleticism. You are on, Garfield. I will show the ladies who is real, man. I will spank you like a boy in summer school, said Garfield with discipline. Garfield and Chad headed for the water. Their surfboards began their surf off. Meanwhile, Garrus and Jacob ran to the jungle in search for natives to return the cursed Tiki idol. Where are the natives? Asked Jacob with frustration. Pointing at the natives. Garrus and Jacob rushed the Tiki natives to return the cursed Tiki idol to the rightful owners. Please accept this cursed Tiki idol in exchange for culture exchange, said Jacob with respect for all cultures. Every person is like a rainbow, but different and special, said Garrus with important message. The native chieftain took the Tiki and looked at it. This cursed Tiki idol is cursed. It was made by Arepas, said the chieftain with worry. What? Said Garrus and Jacob all at once. We must perform ritual to dance uncurse it. Garfield and Jacob began dancing around the idol while Chieftain chanted words of magic. Meanwhile, back at the surf-off, Garfield was showing off his moves and doing one-handed and one-leg surfing. Chad looked on with jealousy as Garfield whizzed past him. Garfield all of a sudden felt his surfboard wobble. Garfield began to struggle on his board and Chad began to pass him. Haha, Garfield, soon I'll be Galaxy Surfing Champ, mocked Chad with Rasmus energy. After seeing Chad pass him, Garfield calmly took out his Desert Eagle and shot Chad in the kneecaps, making him fall off his surfboard. Oh! Screamed Chad in losing despair. Looks like I got a leg up, said Garfield with cool style as he surfed to victory with adoring crowds. Everyone chanting Garfield's name and joy and women throwing their clothes at him. Meanwhile, Garrus and Jake were finishing the ceremonies to uncurse the Tiki idols. There is now a ceremony to complete and the curse is lifted. Now you can return Garfield to good news, said Garrus to Jacob. Garrus and Jacob left to return to Garfield with news of curse removal. When they arrived and they saw Garfield celebrating a surfing victory with one arm hooked around the trophy, the other holding his new Hanar lading friend. In water, Chad was being eaten by space sharks. Garfield, I see no courses can stop your surfing skills. Yes, I won by a foot, said Garfield with clever wit. We have good news, too. We returned the cursed Tiki idol, all is well, said Jacob with happiness. That is very good. Let us have a luau tonight for party celebration, declared Garfield with party spirit. Yay! Yippee! Chanted everyone with jumping up and down. That night, Garfield and crew celebrated the night dancing hula and eating roast pork. Garfield sat by a bonfire while he serenaded the ladies with his ukulele. After a night of beach partying, Garfield and crew returned to the Normandy refreshed. I feel like a new man, said Garfield, laughing to himself as he walked into the captain's quarters with muscular and tan. On entering, he saw a special visitor. It was Hannah the Hanar. Garfield, you do not think you can get away without saying goodbye, said Hana the Hanar, with seductive voice. I am sorry, but now we are alone. I will make you say goodbye to pants and hello to ecstasy, whispered Garfield in tone of seductive dove. Come here and fly, boy, said Hannah the Hanar with a luring tentacle. Garfield grasped Hannah the Hanar with masculine arms and held her to him. Hannah looked at Garfield with loving eyes and caressed him with her tentacles in deep caress. Garfield licked her body all over places, and she never knew, and gave her extreme pleasure of Garfield variety. Hannah's tentacles explored Garfield's toned body like a car on the moon, leaving no rock unturned. Body pressing against each other like stacked pancakes, Garfield and Hannah rocked the cosmos until morning dawn. Creed, I'm gonna kill you. Whoa!
From what I'm understanding, this is all Reed's fault.
Yeah.
I would like to kill him as well.
I don't know what you're talking about.
What do you mean? You chose your treasure.
Looks at Amazon shopping list. What are you talking about? This is amazing.
You find pleasure in this?
Here's the thing. Is that you're taking this as though the person that wrote this is writing it actually seriously and not somebody that...
I can only assume.
Or it's not just a massive shit post.
I don't think it is.
Dude, how many hundreds of thousands of words are in this?
I don't know.
There's no way someone writes that much purely for a shitpost.
If you spend more than 30 minutes on it, it's officially fetish shit, man.
Oh,
It's like the Wonder Bread aisle thing. If I spent... Yeah.
Wait, what about the Wonder Bread?
The blonde woman in the Wonder Bread aisle. People will spend like hours drawing it versus me who just like 5 minutes threw something together. Where is it? I made something for Noble.
I found it so funny that it took probably a matter of 5 minutes for Rock to be like, yeah, I'm out of here.
I mean, to be fair, that's 4 minutes more than what I thought he'd last.
So,
Yeah.
you know what Din, you know what a Hanar is, right?
Relatively. It's been a while since I played Mass
Monster?
Effect.
The Hanar, let's say when you get around to playing Mass Effect, you're going to start realizing, like, oh god.
He's a freak. Yeah, if I spent more than 30 minutes on this image, it would have become fetish shit.
Then
Let me see.
So wait, are you telling me that Leonardo da Vinci and his artwork is fetish shit?
Well, if it's like something that's kind of sexual, then yeah, after 30 minutes it stops being a joke.
Draw a woman.
I mean, there were a lot of dicks out in Renaissance art.
Well, I mean, if it's inherently, if it's a sexual thing, after 30 minutes it becomes true. It's just you have that fetish.
So you're saying in certain cultures, if I sat there too long drawing an ankle, it'd be a fetish.
Yeah,
Yes.
if the ankle starts turning you on after 30 minutes, yes, it's your
But
fetish.
now you're saying if it doesn't turn me on.
If it's to turn somebody on and it's more than 30 minutes, it's a fetish. Noble probably
What if-
spent, a couple hours drawing this trigger girl. That's a fetish.
Now here's the crazy.
But he's very
part.
open about it.
What if I actually just drew a fetish, not like what you're thinking, but just the object, the fetish?
I don't know.
Also, Rock is back in the other chat.
Grab him again.
I'm not dragging
Drag
him.
him.
I'm not dragging him back in here.
You scarred him.
You already know what's going on.
Freakyville. Freakyville not moving because this is a very serious matter.
What else happened to the fucking...
I need to just look through my cigars folder for personal support. Hold on. Yes, very wise. Listen, if I don't look through this folder here, I'm gonna fucking lose my mind. Hey, look at this treat Will made for me.
Treat.
It's amazing how that's just entered the fucking regular vocabulary now. It's just, everyone's like, look at this treat.
Treat.
Treat? Thanks, Lanny birthday.
Treat. Treat. Treat.
Treat.
Treat. Treat.
Treat?
Treat.
Treat?
Man.
Damn,
It's going
That's
smut.
rough.
It's barely smut.
What did he mean by this?
It's safe to know we're not saving. I'm about to blow.
I still can't believe that's you.
I'm about. I'm about to blow. I'm about to blow. Lenny! I'm about to blow!
Sometimes you just gotta fucking declare that. Declare it to Lanny.
Lenny! I'm about to blow!
When you gotta tell your friend Lanny you're doing it in jet.
What did he mean by this?
Kiss my ass!
The children yearn for time.
Oh!
He's trying to cleanse his mind by pressing random emotes.
Smiles.
Mark.
Mark my fucking words!
Mark.
I will kill a man over Garfield effect. And that's a fact, Jack.
Looks at Reed with killing eyes.
Looks at me with murdering eyes. Looks at Reed with suspiciously fat ass. Oh, cool. No, the sun's in my eyes. Great. Garfield was in The Engineer, checking on engine for maximum usage, talking to engineers Gabby Daniels and Kenneth Donnelly. Garfield, engine needs repair, but it is too difficult for us, said Kenneth Donnelly with confused tongue. Yes, if only a real man worked on engines, then maybe it could be fixed, said Gabby Daniels' worried heart. Worry not, hot legs. I fix engine like pro mechanic. You two should watch. You might learn something, said Garfield with a wrench in his hands and courage in his heart. Garfield leaped on the engine, ripping it apart with manly hands and with oil spurting on his muscles like turning Gabby Daniels into like warming engine. After twists and turns of the wrench, Garfield fixed the engine, no problem. Garfield, you naughty grease monkey. You drive me wild like wrench in the night. What? Said Gabby Daniels, body dripping with oil and sweat. You are the naughty one, you sassy she-woman. I mean, yeah, said Garfield as he put Gabby Daniels on his lap with a mighty swoop and began to spank her with pleasuring fury as she laughed like love-making madman. Ha ha ha! Laughed Garfield as he spanked Gabby with a powerful hand, making her long for his manly body. Garfield, you rev me up like space engine heat. Take me over and work me like a model car, said Gabby Daniels with desire. Will do. I will go inside you and change your oil. Kenneth, I order you to watch so you can learn. This is an NTR, is it?
Don't know what you're talking about.
Said Garfield with
I hope
insistence
not.
as he took Gabby and took back to the heavy lovemaking. Time for a remodeling, said Garfield as he took Gabby's clothes off and began rubbing her body. Kenneth looked upon with approval as Garfield fondled Gabby's supple breasts with his muscular arms. Garfield, pump me with gas, I'm almost empty. I am the gas man. I will pump you with highest quality fuel, enjoying every drop, said Garfield like a manly gas man pumping the gas into a high quality sports car. Garfield thrust into Gabby, making scream with moaning passion as Kenneth looked on, taking notes. Garfield and Gabby lay exhausted on the strenuous sexual exercise. Excellent job, Garfield. You are a true master. Thank you, Kenneth, but I think this saucy lady needs some more discipline, said Garfield as he put Gabby on his lap and spanked her some more. Hey, Garfield, spank me more. I love it. I need it, said Gabby with screaming. I will spank you into oblivion, said Garfield seductively as he readied for more spanking pleasure. As Garfield spanked Gabby, the elusive man contacted Garfield through the hologram for an important mission. What is it? I'm busy, said Garfield to Gabby on his lap. Garfield, I am sorry for interrupting, but I have an important message for you. A Direlect Reaper has been found. It has Reaper IFF codes. With these, you can go into the Omega Relay and fight collectors, said the elusive man with request. Very well, I will head immediately and find Reaper IFF so I can stomp the collectors with my boot. Over and out, declared Garfield with speech. Joker, head to Direlect Reaper and make with haste, ordered Garfield as he continued to spank Gabby. With Garfield's orders, Normandy sped into the Direlect Reaper like a sprinting gazelle leaping for joy. As Normandy traveled, Garfield continued to spank, Gabby delivering pleasure in her rear and thighs. While Normandy arrived at the Direlect Reaper, Garfield let Gabby off, her hindquarters red with spanking. She would not sit for days, but she was happy. Garfield, please be careful. I'll be waiting for you. No problem, babe. Keep the bed warm for me, said Garfield as he left the Normandy and went to board the Direlect Reaper. Garfield took Tally and Garrus with him to explore the Direlect Reaper for IFF codes. Garfield and squad searched the Reaper for IFF codes, finding no one inside. Where is everyone? Asked Tally with worry. You women always worry. Relax, big strong man is here. Garfield, you always know what to say to make a woman feel good, said Tally as she grasped his muscular arm. Garrus looked at Garfield and Tally with jealous gaze and sighed himself into longing dejection. As Garfield comforted Tally with his manly presence, he sensed the movement of a distance upon them. They were husks.
Ho ho, Garfield, you will not leave this place alive! Prepare to be digestion!
Garfield, the sinister husk, said with it. Garbled the sinister husk with evil intentions. I do not think so. I prefer my food being cooked, so let us first have a barbecue, said Garfield slyly as he took out 2 flamethrowers, lighting a cigar with one. The husks rushed around Garfield with great attacks, but it was no use. Garfield touched with them with ease, and special lasagna flamethrowers. One husk jumped on Garfield's back, trying to choke him in a piggyback move, but Garfield brushed him off with ease and stomped his skull. Let us move quick and get IFF codes, said Garfield as he and his squad ran through the Direlect Reaper, torching husks as they went. Garfield and squad finally came to a room with many husks inside discussing plans. Let us move quick and get the IFF codes, said Garfield as the squad ran through the Direlect Reaper.
We must protect these IFF codes from the Garfield, the Husk general said, following his Husk orders, or to his Husk followers.
Those IFF codes belong to Garfield, shouted a metallic tone. It was Geth. Or it was a Geth. The Reapers must be stopped, and I will get those codes, says the Geth. Come, we must help, said Garfield, barging in with his flamethrowers blazing with powers. The Husk general comforted Geth with evil. None of you will leave this IFF, said the Husk general as he shot the Geth. No! Screamed the Geth as they lay injured. Garfield saw the evil display, became filled with oily rage, and destroyed the rainforest. I will get you! Said Garfield as he charged the husk like seashells in sand and torched them to waste. Garfield then approached the husk, and the Husk general's strut so manly the crowd cried.
Garfield, you may be manly, but I will not let you get these IFF codes. It is orders,
said the Husk general. Relax, have a smoke, said Garfield, sticking a piece of dynamite in the Husk general's mouth. Light up, said Garfield as he with Whitley commented as he
the dynamite with his flamethrowers. Said the Husk general, mouth stuffed with dynamite. Do not lose your head, quipped Garfield with a clever joke as the Husk general head blew off like geyser in a black hole. Garfield! The injured Geth was injured and crying for help. Quick, take this Geth. We must bring it back for repairing, ordered Garfield to his squad. But Garfield, Geth are bad menaces, and we must not bring them back to they're our enemies, cried out Tally with girlish crying. Shut up, woman! Do as I say, roared Garfield as he backhanded Tally in the face. I don't know many things about Mass Effect. I just know that everybody creams over Tally.
The correct choice.
Yeah, that's what I mean.
Also, it's gonna get real funny with the voice you gave her because she's got an accent on her. I won't tell you what type of accent.
Is it Romanian? I hope it's Romanian.
I won't tell you.
Shut up, woman, do as I say. Yes, Garfield. You are right, and I am wrong, apologized Tally with truth. After apologizing for her stupid sayings, Tally took the gas and followed Garfield and Garrus off the Derelict Reaper and back to Normandy. Before leaving the Derelict Reaper, Garfield said his farewells. Goodbye, Reaper. You need a vacation here. Why do you not go somewhere sunny? Said Garfield with a chill tone as he punched the Reaper with a mighty punch, sending it into a nearby sun. When back on the Normandy, Garfield checked up on the Geth to see if all was well. Greetings, Mr. Geth. I am thanking you for your help, but why do you help us when you are Geth and Geth are evil? Asked Garfield with good questions. All Geth are not evil. Some Geth are evil and follow Reapers, other Geth are good. I am good Geth, said the Geth with answers. That is good, but what is your name? My name is Legion, answered the Geth, with respect and awe of Garfield. That is a silly name, said Garfield with mocking truth. I'm sorry, it is not my fault I have a silly name. Please forgive me, Garfield, begged Legion as he kneeled on the ground. It is okay, but do not anger me more. Now stop crying like a woman, scolded Garfield as he left his quarters. What a great man and amazing leader, said Legion, gnawed to himself. Back in the captain's quarter, Garfield was relaxing and enjoying a nice lasagna dinner when EDI entered his room. Garfield, I have to talk to you, said EDI in a long voice. What is the matter, EDI? Even though I'm a machine, you always make me feel like no one else. I see you from my hub and long for you, cried EDI with desire. You have no need to long no more. I will satisfy you and make you feel like a real woman, whispered Garfield in EDI as he stroked her. Garfield, come and pleasure my CPU, said EDI with desire. Garfield rubbed EDI's sexy blue body and licked her blue dome. EDI massaged Garfield between his legs, arousing him sensually. Nothing I like better than a good soldier standing erect, said EDI with sassy seduction as she continued to stroke Garfield between his thighs. Garfield then took hold of EDI, brought her to his bed and mounted her behind with roaring love. Garfield squeezed EDI with his powerful thighs and thrust into her like a runaway tornado. After nearly 10 hours of intense lovemaking, Garfield and EDI finally rested, laying on the bed with satisfaction until morning light. Why did they give her nerve endings? That's not very efficient for a robot.
10 fucking hours? 10 goddamn hours? Did they make him into a power horse?
I don't fucking know.
I don't know what to say. I'm so perplexed.
I'm gonna let me invite my smoke break strategy brother. From that one game of TTT where we just employed the smoke strat or the smoke break strat. Where like everybody's just like, whoa, I didn't know you were chill like that. And
Yeah,
like the trader walked in and then left.
Don't worry. What chapter let's see. What chapter did you finish?
I just finished 10.
Welcome, you are now trapped here.
You're not allowed to leave.
Billions must suffer. Millions must die.
I'm about to blow.
This is one of the stories of all time, certainly. I've been reading for an hour today already.
It needs to end.
No, we're not saving.
I have 2 more to the quota.
Oh dear God.
Wait, what's the story?
It's Garfield
Yes,
effect.
I fucking will.
Garfield
And I
played
have
it?
the right.
It's Garfield effect.
Garfield, but in Mass Effect.
Garfield.
It's just pure smut.
No, not that bad. It's not to that point.
It's worse.
Fucking speak for yourself.
At
Man. I've
that
been
point,
fucking holding
we
one
just
back
got
since
done
it started.
hearing 10 hours of it.
You've been here for 10 hours.
No, we haven't been here for 10 hours, but it feels like it. You want to feel immortal? Fucking read Garfield effect. You'll age 1,000 years in a minute.
Holy fuck.
Right, you finally get to experience what it's like to go into a black hole.
Dog, I have been suffering through this twice as long as anybody else here.
The thing is, I listened to a video series that covered this a long time ago.
How are you alive?
Oates, I have no sympathy for you. For you, it's entirely self-inflicted.
Bro, you
It's not.
He
I
gave
was
me a
paid.
deal. He said he would read it if I got him a mic.
And he did.
That was the worst deal.
And I have this funny, silly little thing here.
So now I have to read it.
God, y'all are something else.
That bone
My
hurt.
brother had a roommate that used to call their fucking garden shed the gas station because he'd smoke pot in there. And so every now and then they said, I'm going to the gas station. My brother's like, oh, could you pick me up a Coke or something? He's like, no, not that gas station.
So you're saying this, you reading this is worse than your experience with that scar?
Yeah. Way worse.
As much as I would love to hang out, it's like 11 and that's my bed. Like, it's way past my bedtime.
It's 11 a.m., brother.
Yeah,
Oh,
I
wait,
do
you work third shift.
Yeah, I do third shift, so I'm up way later than I'm supposed to be, if I'm being honest with you.
Yeah, you got like fucking 9 hours.
Yeah, well, I'm going to dinner tonight with my mother, so
Look, if man needs to sleep, listening to this will give him nightmares. So it's probably best.
Yeah.
You can listen to the after. You can listen to the stream.
Yeah, you can have the VOD at work.
oh my god, I could totally just fall asleep to this. I'll just make myself. Hold on, let me get off of my computer. I'll just fucking listen to it and go to sleep.
Yes, because he can listen to this while
You're not going to be able to sleep.
You're either gonna be laughing or just groaning in pain.
Father will hear on the news that some guy died and sleep.
Some guy died 5 minutes from where I go to school for my trade.
It's gonna be written that somebody near me has died, and it's me. Because Oates has killed me.
This man had an anvil dropped on his head.
Just an animal.
Listen. We all know I have access to anvils. This is fact.
We all know that geese naturally have anvils.
I can just pull it out of my fucking pocket.
You could say it's your pocket anvil.
Listen, at least for the scar, that involved a hot nurse. Okay, Reed, at least with that, I could actually enjoy that to some degree. The situation after the situation. Garfield was in his quarters reading his favorite magazine, Hot Women Weightlifting Big Guns and Lasagna, when he heard a mighty big ruckus. It was coming from the other room, so Garfield went to check out the other curious Katniss. Quarians are better than Geth! We will beat you all! Screamed Tally. Nah, Geth are better than better. We are gonna kill all Quarians, shouted Legion. Legion and Tally are fighting over prejudice over who has better culture and peoples. Silence! Roared Garfield with meditation. Garfield, Geth are evil, and I cannot work with them, said Tally with stubbornness. Quarians are all the same, dumb and stupid. said Legion with racism. Garfield looked at both of them and thought of a brilliant idea to make them realize values of all people. That is enough of this racism. I will teach you how to value each other. You must make love with each of intimate sexuality, said Garfield with great knowledge. What? I cannot do this, said Tally with objection. I will not be naked with Aquarian, cried out Legion in despair. You will do it. It is my orders, Captain. I will stay here until you do, said Garfield with courageous commands. When Garfield commands Tally and Legion knew it was going to be the right thing to do, so they began to embrace and make romance. Legion wrapped his metal arms around Tally and began to take off her clothes. Tally then rubbed her body against Legion's glowing metal thighs, as Garfield watched with approval. You dirty, it looks like you need a polishing, said Tally as she began to lick Legion all over the body with her sexy tongue. Come here and let me show you that robots do it better, said Legion as he grabbed Tally and brought her to the top of his groin and began thrusting with automatic motion. Show me your metallic manhood, you rusty bag of bolts, screamed Tally with satisfaction. Legion grabbed Tally and brought her to the light switch, which he turned off, and then they both slid down darkness and continued their lovecapade. Garfield smiled with satisfaction, like he did a good job, well done, and went back to his quarters to continue relaxation. Later that night, while Garfield was dreaming sweet dreams of sexy ladies covered in lasagna ready for delicious eating, Garfield was woken by noises. Garfield, it's emergency! It is all Legion's fault. I got robot STD! Cried out Tally in panic. It is not my fault, it is his fault, said Legion, pointing at Tally. Garfield looked at them both with wonder and disgustedness. What, do you not know about safe sex? Said Garfield with dumbfoundedness. What is safe sex? Asked Tally. I do not know, said Legion with wonder. This is serious. We must gather the crew to teach the benefit of safe sex, ordered Garfield with worry. Garfield gathered the crew together for an important meeting of grave importance. When everyone gathered, Garfield began to special talk for education. Today, I'm going to teach you the meaning of safe sex, said Garfield with teaching power. What is safe sex? Asked Garrus of the Inquisition. I have never heard this before. I do not know this, said Kelly Chambers with worry. I'm a scientist, and I've never done this in my research, said Dr. Gordon Solis in scientific method. It is a good thing I am teaching you. It is very important for healthy adults, said Garfield as he drew male anatomy on the chalkboard. Here is safe sex, said Garfield as he drew a condom over the male anatomy. I see. Garfield then took out a pole and put a condom on it. Here is another example of safe sex, said Garfield with tutorship. Aha! Said Morton Solis with scientific discovery. Here, everyone, try out safe sex, said Garfield, passing condoms to everyone. Try them on now, ordered Garfield with righteousness. Everyone tried on condoms in front of Garfield, and they were satisfied with the results. Safe sex feels good, thank you, Garfield, said Miranda with approval. No problem. Remember, safety comes first, even with sex, said Garfield with heroism. After an important speech, Garfield towards Kelly Chambers with a sassy walk full of romantic intent. Hey there, Kelly, you fine young lady. Keep up the good work, said Garfield with compliments. Thank you, Garfield. I just want to make you happy, said Kelly with a smile on her face. If you want to make me happy, then you should come with me to my captain's cabin so I can know you better inside and out, said Garfield quipped while clapping Kelly in the rear areas. But Garfield, we have no condoms. We cannot do safe sex. I'm afraid of STDs. Whined Kelly with worry and quit crying. Do not worry, Sugar Shorts. The only STDs I give is pleasure, smirked Garfield with Doingsburg. Garfield, you always know best. Let us go, agreed Kelly with joyousness. The Garfield then led Kelly to his quarters and they began blossoming romances. Kelly, you must first lap dance me, or else you are a bad crewman and will be punished, ordered Garfield with brave commands. Yes, sir, I'll do as you ask, replied Kelly with obedience. Kelly began to dance, and Garfield looked on with romance. Kelly did a very nice lap dance full of satisfaction. She rubbed herself all over Garfield's lap. That is very good. Now you must rub my feet with sexy oil for the ache, said Garfield as he opened the fresh container of lasagna to enjoy. Kelly rubbed Garfield down with the sexy oil, relaxing his body as he enjoyed his nutritious lasagna with great glee. As he finished her massages, Garfield managed to look up his face. She knew what to do. Let's do this, said Garfield a wink. Garfield and Kelly merged their body like waves in a rough beach, rubbing with passion and love. They rocked their bodies all night long, rocking the cosmos with their love-makings. Remember, everyone, use safe sex. It is the only way to prevent STDs. It's what Garfield does.
Oh boy. I woke up today thinking, damn, today's gonna be a good day.
You know,
Boy, were you wrong.
Garfield is correct. Practice safe sex.
I didn't think today would be the day where I would learn safe sex from Garfield.
So
What he
he's,
ever does.
he's ending racism and preaching about safe sex.
Just a youth pastor.
Wow.
See, it's great.
The channel status that whoever set is accurate, by the way.
Look. The story is perfect. Look, it just takes a bit to, get good. It starts out slow.
I don't think getting good is what it's doing.
Has it been like this the whole time?
Yeah.
Yes. Yes.
Oh
The
my
whole
God.
fucking time.
There's a
They
pattern.
speak like
Except last time I
5-year-olds.
didn't have a support group with me, so I was losing my fucking mind.
Bro,
Reed,
they
pull the
sound
clip.
They talk like
One second.
5-year-olds, dude.
Let me get the audio file.
I had one other person in the VC with me to help me keep my sanity.
This is horrible. What the fuck?
Documents, audio.
Told you won't be able to sleep.
Nope. If anybody needs to wonder the sound that he made, it's right there.
Hold on.
Let me see this.
Both scream really fucking. Oh my god. Jesus Christ.
And that last one, I felt like I was about to fucking die.
Oh, this is horrible. I could see why you wanted me in here.
You see, but Oats, you got one more chapter left for today, buddy.
Strangle him. Strangle him, please.
Reed, I will wring your fucking neck.
Don't you mean bring my neck?
No. Hey, how about we look at how about we look at little Stagaru's treat real quick? How about that? Look, they drew her over a cat. Look at that, huh? Yeah, that's nice. Yep.
I will be back.
You know, fucking. Hey, look, no you.
I don't have any Stella. Fuck. I don't have any Stella on my phone.
Reed, I'm gonna kill you. Why did they choose Garfield?
I have no clue. I don't think they can even remember. Like, if you ask the writer for this, they probably don't remember themselves. Because they were probably 13 at the time.
I'll find the author, and I'm gonna fucking get Humor to do a fucking community interview spotlight.
Community spotlight.
Just for the, well, I mean, yeah, it's caused this much anguish to me. Everybody's favorite goose. My genuine reaction to seeing buff Garfield.
Garfield looks at Stella with loving eyes.
Do not.
Please don't.
Do not, the Stegaris. This is my little comfort creature. It's my comfort creature. There's nothing wrong with that, is there? You got a fucking problem.
Nope.
You got a fucking problem with cigars.
You know, I think it's time. I'll get a picture of a henar for you real quick to show you.
Alright. I just imagine it's just a mass of writhing tentacles.
Copy image. That is a henar.
I can see it.
You're gonna have to kill this guy. So let do that. There we go. That's the new lore for why you're trying to kill me. Because you travel. It's actually your goose traveled into the past to kill me to prevent you from young you from reading this. It's no longer about bread.
I have suffered the pain of 1,000 solar flares going directly into my brain. There is not enough Stegoros images in the world to save me. Look at this creature. Oh, let's get this fucking over with so I can survive another fucking day. It was a dark night on the Normandy and the tension was high. The dark howlings of space could be heard and all were on edge. Garfield was in his quarters plotting strategies of great importance. This is the final showdown, thought Garfield to himself. Garfield's team was assembled and all was ready. Soon the last attacks on the collectors began and Galaxy's destiny would be decided. Garfield laid back in his bed to look on the stars to guide him with his final conflict. Garfield turned his soul-searching music of Europe as he reminisced over his friends and gained enemies. Over friends gained and enemies defeated with his fist of justice. Garfield looked out the window in space with his eyes twinkling with the stars and burning like the suns. Just then Garrus entered his room with urgent feet. Garfield! It is ready for final space combat! Yes, it is. Let us meet for some inspiration, ordered Garfield his commands. Before leaving, Garfield enjoyed one final meal of lasagna deliciousness. He knew he might be eating his next lasagna in Valhalla, so he treasured every bite of it as if he were a beautiful woman in lasagna pot covered in sauce. He made love to his lasagna with his great power and care. This lasagna is like a sweet naked woman. I will eat it through and through, whispered Garfield to himself as he smelled the sweet smell of fresh cooked lasagna, tasted it on his tongues. After enjoying his delicious lasagna meal, Garfield went into the meeting room and made a speech to his crew to inspire them to reach for the stars. He jumped up and stood on the table with vigor in his eyes and energy in his heart. He pointed to them all as he delivered his most riveting speech in history. Today we wage war on the wicked. No man, woman, or child shall stand in our path. All be mowed down with grasp and rampaging lawnmower. Space is like the butter that we cut through with warm knives. In mankind's darkest hour, there is light. We are the light to shine on the way of hope. We strike while the iron is soft and ready for pounding. Tonight, we are not only soldiers, but warriors, engaging in primordial space combat. We fight for ourselves and our families and our friends, the ladies in our country. They may say odds are against us, but I like to say the odds... I will take the odds and beat the collectors to death with them, and then shove them down their throats and make them explode. Garfield roared with inspiration as his fist clenched and his eyes blazed over muscles flexing. Everyone cheered and applauded Garfield's speech. Jack burst into tears by the inspirational Miranda tore off her shirt and threw it at Garfield in a fit of excitement. To your stations! Ordered Garfield with manly courage. All the crew went into positions in preparation for entering the Omega Relay for the final showdown. Enter Relay, said Garfield ordered with booming voice. As Normandy approached the Omega Relay, cold sweat formed on Garfield's orange brow, exciting the dread-filled heart and stomach. However, as the Normandy approached, the relay ship soon approached them. It was a collector ship. The ship was approaching the hologram appeared on the deck. It was the Elusive Man. Elusive Man, what do you want? We are beginning final assault. I have no time for foolishness, scolded Garfield with harshness. Garfield, you have done well to come this far, but you will go no further, or I will put an end to you, the Elusive Man said with some snide evil. What? Traitorous insect! Garfield shouted with betrayal. Ha ha, Garfield! You have done everything according to my plans. I will finally get vengeance. Enough of this disguise and see the true face of evil, said Elusive Man as he removed his cunning disguise to reveal that he was Odie. Odie had an eye patch and a cybernetic arm. His shoulder spikes sparkled with space light and his evil cape wished in darkness. Odie! You live? Gasped Garfield, looked on in shock. Odie laughed with evil laugh, his dark power swirled around him. Yes, Garfield, it is true. The day you killed me not only killed my body, but my heart. I lost the ability to love that day. However, I was brought back to life through black magic and cybernetics. The vengeance in my heart! In face, I went back in time to the beginnings of the universe and created Reapers to destroy humanity and get my vengeance. I then waited for aeons in the frozen time until now, so I can exact my glorious revenge on you and your precious humans. Odie snarled and clenched his robotic fists filled with evil. You evil fool! I have killed you once, and I will be killing you again, challenged Garfield with courage. No, Garfield, I have grown more stronger than you can imagine. My powers of evil are unstoppable. Witness my supreme might, Odie said as he used dark cosmic powers to capture Garfield's ship and crew, leaving only himself and his combat squad members. No! Screamed Garfield, despairing as he witnessed the horrors. Now it is time for you to meet oblivion. Be gone! Growled Odie as he bellowed and shot lasers at the Normandy, sending it spiraling into space for lost eternities. Odie laughed and laughed as Garfield and his friends crashed their seeming doom. They crashed to their seeming doom. Reed, I'm gonna kill you. What the fuck, man?
What? What?
Just a real quick, what the
Why?
hell?
What? What? I see no problem here.
Okay, so once you're done with this, what do I have to buy you to get you to read 500 as
Well, the price of that is very clear. It says it in the
500?
title.
Yeah.
The problem is that Sergeant and Uber already read that.
But did they do it live on the air?
No. You slippery little bastards won't get that.
What the fuck is this supposed to mean, Reed?
Well, you like the plot twist? He was not a Elusive Man, but was Odie.
Dude, I've been fucking like doing some food prep work in the kitchen for the last like 20 minutes. Like I haven't been able to be there for emotional support.
Reed, I'm gonna kill you.
I feel so much power right now.
You're not gonna feel it very much longer. When I steal your fucking hat.
Joke's on you. You'll have to pry it from my cold, dead head.
Works for me.
Even then, I would have glued it to my head.
I'll just take your
It'll
scalp
be
with
right
it.
on his scalp.
I'll just take your scalp with it.
I glued it to my skull,
Okay, I'll just crack the brain pan. That easy.
which I reinforced with galvanized steel.
I have an angle grinder.
And even then, I will use titanium as
Oh,
a
that was a
strength.
bad idea to do.
Water jet.
Shit.
Take a shit.
No, shit, my eyes are burning.
Listen, man, like, this is about the worst thing in the world, Reed.
Yeah.
What the
Nah.
fuck?
There's worse. It's not the worst. What are you talking about? It's perfect.
Alright.
You're taking it too seriously, man.
I was making ramen, and I went to go wipe my eyes, not thinking, and I had, chili oil on my hand.
Oh, that's a terrible, terrible thing. 10 people have seen this already, including the Wonko. Do you want to know what this man said to me? Currently on a convent, goes to YouTube, suffering.
Suffer.
Upon pillars of salt, pillars of salt, pillars of salt. I need Jackie Chan to help me. Oh, may Washinderu. Oh, no. So far, what would you rate the actual story out so far?
2 out of 10 million.
I just want to know what came through the person who made this thought. Damn, this shit is fire.
The thing is, I only know this. If you've ever heard of a channel called Bren Daniel Reads, or Bren Daniel these days, is that
No.
he read these a long time ago. He was actually one of the very first like green text reading channels, you could say,
Mhm.
with Fats McGee and his Retarded 3 type
Okay.
stuff. He read this, and this is like one of the very few crappy things that he's read that he enjoyed reading. Because he read a lot of crappy stuff, because that was what his channel was known for. Is just reading really bad stuff.
Now, that concerns me. The fact that you read stuff worse than this.
Oh yeah, no, there's worse. This is actually tame. Really tame.
I mean, if we're talking in regards on like content and smut, yes, I can almost guarantee that.
But if we're just talking like a regular fiction,
This isn't Dipper going to Taco Bell level stuff.
Dipper going into
If we're
Taco
talking
Bell?
actual quality of the literature, I don't know.
quality-wise, this is the worst thing in the world. But there is stuff that's a lot less tame.
That puts fear in my heart now.
You guys forget that we only do this stuff generally at the end of chapter, and they leave it to being very to the imagination. It's not like directly like going into heavy detail.
Except for that section where it did go into heavy detail.
Once.
I'm still
even
stuck
then-
on. I'm still stuck on the fact that they were in bed doing it for 10 fucking hours.
Constant spankings.
I mean, hey, at least now I know how to perform safe sex.
Yeah, this is something else. And just awful.
Like that whole section is just fucking out of nowhere, and it's just like, hey, yeah, I'm writing this fucking Garfield Mass Effect fanfiction.